seat. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you make sure you can sit down as swiftly as possible, we will then get underway. If I could ask you to take your seats at the back, that would be great. And we will then run on through the sustainability report, all the prizes, and after that, the reception. So quite a nice couple of hours coming up. If you could take your seats, and we will begin very, very shortly.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and valued partners. Welcome to the launch of the EBRD Sustainability Report at the 2024 annual meeting here in Yerevan. It's a pleasure to have you all here and online as we come together to celebrate our commitment to sustainability and progress. As we gather today, it's imperative that we recognise the profound impact our actions have on the world around us. Each decision we make, whether big or small, shapes the future of our planet and its inhabitants. And we stand at a critical juncture where the need for sustainable development has never been more urgent. At the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, we understand the responsibility that we carry. We recognise that economic growth cannot come at the expense of the global environment or at the expense of the people wherever they are. That's why we are committed to upholding the highest environmental and social standards in all of our activities. Our environmental and social policy, the ESP, is the cornerstone of our commitment to sustainability. It ensures that every project we support not only drives economic progress, but also safeguards the environment and respects human rights. We understand that sustainable development is not just a goal, it's a moral imperative. But our commitment does not stop there. We recognise that to truly make a difference, we must constantly strive to do better. That's why we're in the midst of a comprehensive review of the ESP. this review is not just about fine-tuning policies. It's about reaffirming our dedication to sustainability and finding new ways to enhance our impact. And one of the strategic objectives is climate action. As we all now know, climate change poses one of the most significant threats to our planet and its inhabitants. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and the rise in the sea level are already having a profound impact on communities around the world. As a multilateral development bank, we have a responsibility to support investments that build resilience to these impacts and promote low-carbon solutions. Through our investments in renewable energy, energy efficiency, pollution prevention, and climate adaptation measures, we are working to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and strengthen the resilience of communities to climate-related disasters. By prioritising climate-resilient infrastructure, we can help communities adapt to the changing climate and protect vital ecosystems. But climate risk is not the only threat that we face. Biodiversity loss and ecosystem degradation are also critical challenges that require urgent attention. The loss of biodiversity not only threatens the stability of ecosystems, but also undermines the services they provide, such as clean air, fresh water, and fertile soil. That's why we launched our nature approach at COP28 last year, in which we committed to investing in projects that promote biodiversity conservation and sustainable natural resource management. By protecting and restoring ecosystems, we can safeguard biodiversity and ensure the long-term sustainability of our planet. The EBRD Sustainability Report that we launched today tells the stories of our commitment in action through partnerships with our shareholders, donors and clients, some of whom we will recognise in a short while. As we launch the EBRD Sustainability Report, let us reaffirm our commitment to assessing and mitigating climate risk and nature risks in all of our endeavours. Let us recognise that by addressing these risks head-on, we can build a more resilient, sustainable future for us all. In closing, let me leave you with a quote from David Attenborough. "The future of life on Earth depends on our ability to take action. Many individuals are doing what they can, but real success can only come if there is a change in our societies, in our economics, and in our politics." So my thought, added to David Attenborough's fine words, let us here in the room and those online be agents of that change. Thank you, and look forward to the awards that will come up later. But between now and then, I'm delighted to introduce onto the stage Jonathan Charles, who you all know well. Jonathan is currently the chair of the EBRD Alumni Association. He'll be taking the stage with Martin McKee, who is the head of Environmental and Social Policy, who will give you a deeper insight into the EBRD's Sustainability Report. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed, David. And today we are delighted to present our Sustainability Report for 2023. This report explains what we did, when we did it, how we were able to support the people within our countries of operations. It tells the story of another chapter in the EBRD's very proud record on sustainability. We hope you're going to enjoy reading it online as we release it to you today, but you're going to get the headlines right now.
Yep, thanks, Jonathan. So we're actually publishing two reports today. We have the Sustainability Report itself, which tells the story of the bank's environmental and social investments, our policy engagements, and the positive impacts we expect them to achieve. And then we have the Global Reporting Initiative, or GRI disclosure, which describes our ESG policies and practices in more detail. And in a few weeks, we'll publish our TCFD report, which sets out our approach to climate change, our strategy, our targets, and our approach to managing climate risks. Taken together, this suite of reports demonstrates EBRD's commitment to transparency and to accountability.
Thank you, Martin. And reading those reports, I'm always struck by how all-encompassing the EBRD's environmental and social approach is. It covers climate change, pollution prevention, human rights, gender equality, economic inclusion, labour standards, protection for nature and biodiversity, greening the financial system, financing sustainable infrastructure, and much, much more. There are very few parts of the bank's activities that don't now have some aspect of sustainability built in. And that underlines the urgency of tackling the climate and biodiversity crisis, of course, that we heard just now from David, and the importance of strong social protections. It also highlights the unique role that a private sector-focused development bank can play. We'll see some great examples of that a little later on when we meet our award winners. But first, let's have some more of the headlines, Martin.
Okay. So in 2023, 6.5 billion euros, a fraction under half of our total financing, went to 337 projects that will tackle climate change or improve our environment. Once fully operational, these projects will reduce or avoid 10 million tonnes of CO2 every year. They will provide 5 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity, supply clean drinking water to 1.3 million people, treat 54 million tonnes of sewage, recover or recycle over 100,000 tonnes of solid waste, and we delivered on our commitment to align our financing and operational activities with the goals of the Paris Agreement by the start of 2023.
And the bank's work on social aspects was equally impressive. We made significant progress on promoting gender equality, with 44% of projects contributing to opening up access to economic opportunity for women. That's up from 37% the previous year, well above the target of 30% set for by the bank. 204 projects signed last year have economic inclusion objectives, nearly double the previous year. And these are projects that will change the lives of individuals, also allowing our countries of operations to maximise their economic potential by making the most of the skills and energy of the full range of their populations. The EBRD also recognises that our environmental and social work must go hand in hand. We've been working hard to ensure our solar and wind projects don't rely on unfair labour practices in the supply chains, and we're acutely aware that the transition to a low-carbon economy must be a just transition. One example of that in the report is the work we're doing with North Macedonia, not only financing clean energy, but also helping to reskill workers affected by the decommissioning of coal mining.
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. And while the climate crisis is rightly a priority for EBRD's green financing, the Sustainability Report also highlights the need to do more to finance nature and protect biodiversity. The loss of ecosystems and the breakdown of natural processes represent a real threat to our planet and to our economic stability. So, as David mentioned, taking our cue from the Global Biodiversity Framework, we launched our own approach to nature at COP28. It sets out 3 ambitions: to protect nature by having strong safeguard standards for all our projects, to invest in nature, for example, in green infrastructure, pollution prevention, and the circular economy, and to disclose more and work with our partners to share biodiversity data. A good example of this working in practice is the Blue Mediterranean Partnership. This is bringing together donors and recipient countries to invest in the recovery of marine and freshwater ecosystems in the Mediterranean and Red Seas, with the aim of reducing water and plastic pollution and promoting sustainable tourism and aquaculture.
Thank you, Martin. We hope you're going to take time to read the reports and learn more about the EBRD's sustainability commitment and, of course, the impact we have. 2 final points in conclusion. One is that the bank is currently reviewing, as David said, its environment and social policy and its access to information policy. And protecting biodiversity is just one of the areas where we'll be looking to improve our approach. These are the key policies that underpin the EBRD's work on sustainability. And the views of stakeholders are a vital component of getting them right. We've had many productive discussions already with civil society, industry groups, and our shareholders that are going to help to shape that thinking. And the consultation closes at the end of this week, so there's still time just to tell us what you think. My other final point is that sustainability is always most successful when it's underpinned by security and democracy. That's one of the reasons why the EBRD has made such efforts to support our friends in Ukraine. We've tried to do so without lowering our environmental and social standards, and we're ready to help Ukraine rebuild as a more inclusive and sustainable economy. Martin, thank you very much for your excellent review of the Sustainability Report. The report is now live and online, so I hope you'll take time to read it. It is a flagship report that the bank is really very proud of. Martin, thank you very much indeed. Now, we are going to move swiftly on to the 2024 Sustainability Awards ceremony, and I'm going to be your master of ceremonies for this part of the event. I take particular delight in opening the awards ceremony, where we celebrate and recognise the outstanding achievements of our winning clients. I've certainly witnessed each year for the past 14 years, maybe 15 years, that the Sustainability Awards have grown in their scope and importance. I know award winners highly value the distinction and kudos that these awards bring. Sustainability, as we've said, is a big part of what the EBRD does, and helping our clients make it a big part of what they do is vital as we pursue the EBRD's everyday work. It's the bank's projects and clients where the EBRD feels most connected and where we see some of the most significant positive change occurring. We were delighted to see the final announcement of the Gold, Silver and Bronze Awards being presented to such deserving clients. It is wonderful to see that the gold winners are spread over many countries of our operations, including Egypt, Poland, Ukraine, Turkey, Serbia, Mongolia and Tajikistan. This year we received 63 nominations from our banking teams across all sectors and project sizes. A short list of projects were passed on to our 3 independent judges to finalise the winners. Our judges were Mr. Jaideep Das, partner at ERM, Barry Cowell, Strategy and Growth Director at WSP, and Alison Allen, Deputy Managing Director at Wardell Armstrong International. And our judges were asked to consider a wide range of criteria, including how these projects compare with best practice, how are they innovative, what demonstration effect do they have, and whether and how they improve capacity building. All of our winners have in some way excelled in meeting some or all of these criteria through the delivery of their excellent projects. So today I'm delighted to welcome the 8 Gold Award winners. We will be hearing from them. Not only are we recognising and celebrating our Gold winners, but also our Silver and Bronze Award winners too. You are all role models for us and the EBRD, and we're inspired by your example. Everything you do helps to raise the sustainability bar and adds to our knowledge of what is possible within our region, and with what is possible as well, with the right focus and encouragement. So let's begin, and we begin. I'm going to pass the stage to Harry Boyd-Carpenter, Managing Director, Climate Strategy and Delivery at the EBRD. It's up to you, Harry. You kick off the ceremony with the first 2 categories.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Good evening, everybody. We start with sustainable energy, and this is such an important category, and we had so many great entries that we're giving not 1, but 2 awards tonight. And the first award goes to Red Sea Energy for the Gulf of Suez 2 wind farm in Egypt. That's not just a 500 megawatt wind farm, which I think makes it, if not the largest in Africa, certainly one of the largest in Africa, and certainly the largest we've financed, but it's also a wind farm located close to a major bird migration route. So developing a project like that sustainably so that you can deliver the environmental benefits without compromising on other environmental goals takes huge amounts of operational excellence. And so I'm delighted to welcome Anthony Watson, the CEO, and Hans Bruns, the Construction Director, to the stage to pick up the award for the Gulf of Suez Wind project. Congratulations, great project. Thank you. Congratulations, great project. Gentlemen, I think you've got a few PowerPoint to show us. Yeah. 45 slides, something like that, you know? Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah.
Show the slides now. The slides for.
Are we getting a microphone? Oh, we. Ah, okay. So I think we need some PowerPoint slides as well. Super. Okay. stop the music?
Okay, well, I was waiting for the music to stop. But anyway, I think I got 5 seconds left now. Well, first of all, a big thank you to EBRD for this award, of course. And a special thank you to your team in London, sustainability team, especially to James Lee Cox, which is a really very great help in reaching this target. And of course also to Heike Hagemer's team in Cairo, where we had very intense and very fruitful discussions and negotiations. Just very briefly, we are now in the middle of construction. We got the wind farm halfway erected. We are aiming for first phase COD in December this year and the full 500 in August. In addition, also again with cooperation with EBRD, we are adding 150 megawatts to the 500 with a target to reach the same COD date as for the 500. So if everything goes well, next year, August, we got 650 megawatts of renewable energy feeding almost 1 million households in Egypt with clean energy. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Hans. Hans is a guy that is at site every day in the middle of the desert dealing with all of the challenges you would expect, extreme heat, isolation, and thank you to EBRD sincerely. We greatly appreciate the fact that you were watching what we were doing and you were recognizing the hard work and the sincere efforts towards sustainability. And it's a privilege to be here in Yerevan. So once again, thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much, Hans and Anthony. And I'd just like to reassure you all that Red Sea Energy is a lot better at building wind farms than EBRD is at managing transitions at award ceremonies. So the second Sustainable Energy Award also goes to a giant wind farm, and this one is a 1.14 gigawatt offshore wind farm, the Baltic Power Project in Poland. All of you will know that Poland has a huge energy transition challenge, moving away from a current reliance on coal. It also has access to the fabulous offshore wind resources in the Baltic Sea. This is the first offshore wind project for Poland, but it's critical, therefore, in showcasing the way forward, not just for Poland, but for Europe as a continent. And I'll highlight the fact that this wind farm alone will avoid nearly 3 million tons of carbon emissions. So I'm delighted to present this award online, I think, and see how well we manage this one, to Jarosław Broda, the CEO of Baltic Power. Mr. Broda.
Hello, everybody, distinguished guests and participants. I'm thrilled to receive that reward on behalf of the project, on behalf of the 100 plus people team that worked very hard to deliver that, and on behalf of the sponsors, which is Poland and Northern Power. I wanted to present all the environmental upsides in the Excel file, but for some reason the idea was rejected. So let me just quickly tell you why this is a project that deserves the award. It's, as mentioned, the first offshore wind farm in Poland, and it's a stepping stone to harvest estimated 30 gigawatts of potential of offshore in Poland, and hence potentially a big stepping stone for all of the transformation in Poland and in the region. It allows annually to save around 3 million tons of CO2 and deliver green energy to 1.5 million of customers. And EBRD was an important part of the financing process. There's 25 institutions that are financing the project. It's in total 4.4 billion euro project. By the way, the biggest ever project finance made in Poland. So as you see from many angles, it is a unique project. But it is not the end. It is also one of the first, if not the first project in Europe classified as A-class project, which means with potentially significant impact on environment and with all of the special care, with all environmental and social plans that we had to put in place to make it fly. And here where important role of EBRD, where we could clearly see the important role EBRD played, because EBRD led the consortium of the banks in terms of environment and sustainability, and worked very closely with us on developing very quickly required documentations for the project. And also this project and cooperation with EBRD proves that we can together work efficiently and quickly. It's been 8 months between the launch of the project finance until the closing. And all of the institutions, including EBRD, made it in time. And also thanks to the support from EBRD, we were able to put all of the environmental documentation in place. So fantastic to be here. Fantastic to get the reward on behalf of the team. And maybe one more thing after closing, in order to continue our unwavering support to sustainability, we also decided to use a green steel for part of our towers, which makes Baltic Power the first offshore project ever which uses a green steel for its construction. And by the way, the green steel will be produced in Europe, in Belgium. So again, thank you very much for what was done. And let me just finish by a quote of one of my favorite people, which is Peter Drucker, who said the best way to predict the future is to create it. Yeah. And I believe this is exactly what we're doing here together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Broder. So we turn now to the climate resilience category. And I have to say I'm sorry that this will be an ever more important category in the years to come, because for all our efforts in mitigation, we feel the impacts of climate change right now. It's no longer in the future, it's in the present. And so this is an important category now and will be ever more important for us in the years to come. This year, the award goes to Astarte. Astarte is a world-leading agribusiness company based in Ukraine. It's a long-standing client of EBRD, but this particular award recognizes a recent project which focuses on the introduction of innovative, nature-friendly practices into Astarte's business. And that includes, for example, the introduction of no-till techniques, the changing of different use of cover crops, and also the introduction of biostimulants. This is a critical area for us. As David mentioned earlier, we're really trying to scale up what we do in nature, and this sort of project will be a model for the ones that will come in the future. So we're very proud to be working with Astarte here, but I think it's particularly remarkable that a company can focus on the long-term green future in the midst of immediate and terrible aggression that Ukraine is facing. So we're very proud to welcome Yulia Bereshenko, the Director of Sustainability for Astarte. And I think, Yulia, you're going to play a video and then say a few words to us.
Astarte is a European publicly listed company with all operating assets in Ukraine. The first lesson is, of course, diversification, because we are present in 7 regions of Ukraine. We have operations upstream, downstream, and some of our business lines became lifeline for the local people. It became a lifeline for the economy of Ukraine. The scope of social support required during the war exceeded capabilities of just one business. So we united with 35 more businesses to create a common platform, Common Help UA, and our partners are from 12 different countries. This platform is focusing on helping displaced internal people in Ukraine, those who were wounded, lost their livelihoods, those who have to serve in the army. And for the 2 years, this project helped more than 800,000 people. And the monetary value of contributions from this program was over $30 million.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. A friend in need is a friend indeed, and this is truly what the EBRD is for a startup business and our employees, which are defending our country while we are putting every effort to keep food security in the country and globally. This project is of utmost importance for us as one of the largest agricultural producers in Ukraine. It not only allows us to replace our machinery and introduce climate change-friendly practices on the ground, it keeps us producing not just 500,000 tons of grain and oil seeds and 100,000 of tons of sugar. It allows us to produce it in a sustainable way. And I believe that when our country and our employees make such an effort during the war, it certainly will make a big contribution to the global agenda on sustainability afterwards. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So thank you again, really very special project. Now, Jonathan, back to you, I think, for the remaining things.
I know.
I've just heard. And can you hear me? Hopefully you can. Thank you, Harry. Yeah, a very inspirational story, I think, from a starter, and very interesting to see. Right, let us move swiftly on to the next two categories, and I welcome to the stage to do that Adonai Herrera Martinez, who is the EBRD Director for Environment and Sustainability. Adonai.
Can you hear me? No? Not yet?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. We move on to the environmental and social best practice category. And the gold award winner went to Tumad Madengelik Sanayi Vetijaret for the Tumad Loan Project. Yes, let's go ahead. Tumad is a... No, you can hold on for a second. Tumad is a Turkish mining company setting industry benchmarks across a wide spectrum of environmental and social issues. These include monitoring of water and carbon footprints, comprehensive pollution prevention and control, and resource efficiency through its gender and inclusion programs. Tumad has bolstered local employment opportunities and enhanced sustainable social and economic development. Its projects are widely regarded as industry benchmarks, placing both women and young individuals at the forefront of social advancement. And we will watch a small video before introducing the award winners. So please. Perfect. And now we're ready to welcome, and I'm delighted to welcome to stage and accept the award Mr. Kerim Kemalli, CFO, Hassam Yücel, General Manager, and Bilge Küçükaytan, Sustainability Manager. There you are.
So hello everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think so. Hi, I'm Kerim, the CFO of the shareholding company, Nurol. And Hasan Yücel is the CEO of the gold mine company. and Bilge Küçükaytan is the head of sustainability at TÜMAT, who made all of what you just saw possible. So when we were first investing, and it was our first mine ever, we wanted a financial partner who could actually partner up with us on the technological side. And so we chose EBRD as our financial partner. And that's around about when we met Shukran Mumcu and Julia Manning from the environmental team at EBRD. And we learned a lot about ESG. And the secret to the success of getting this gold award, I believe, is not accepting the standards or complying with those standards, but it's actually embracing them and making it part of the company culture. And I believe that's what we did at TÜMAT. So I would really like to congratulate also my colleagues here at TÜMAT. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we can move on to the. Hello. Now we can move on to the next category of environmental and social innovation. We're having two award winners this time. The first being Metso Corporation for the EBRD City Metso Sustainable Supply Chain Finance Program. Metso is a leading provider of technology and services for minerals processing, metals refining, and recycling industries. Together with EBRD and Citibank, Metso has created a market-leading supplier financing program encouraging key suppliers to adopt science-based targets for greenhouse gas emission reductions. Metso has also introduced a new comprehensive financing solution to the market with significant environmental benefits in terms of Scope 3 emission reductions. And sadly, our client, Metso Corporation, was unable to be here with us today in Yerevan. So I invite our colleague and dear friend, Paolo Monaco, Director of SME Financial Products, to accept this award on behalf of the company and say a few words. Paolo, over to you.
Thank you very much, Adonai.
It's heavy.
Thank you. I'm really not used to picking up awards, let alone golden awards. So I'm going to indulge on stage. But Adonai said that my acceptance speech should be maximum 60 seconds. In fact, in my specific case, 30 seconds. So I'll be quick. And just to say that it's a bit unusual that I'm here alone because supply chain is a business that is done with a lot of cooperation. So I'm here to accept the awards on behalf of the many companies and the many people that worked on this, Metso Corporation at first, but also our partner Citibank, without which this would not be possible. The 30 suppliers that we finance, that will soon be extended to 150 suppliers, ranging from Latvia to Tunisia. Just to say that now that I got a bit of a taste for getting this award, this transaction has inspired other corporates to be wanting to do the same and greening their supply chains through combination of financing, advisory, and incentives. So I cannot say with a German accent and a strong voice that I will be back, but I can say that I may be back in the future. Until then, I accept this gracefully on behalf of all the people that helped us, and thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Paolo. Thank you, Paolo, and thanks for keeping it short. Now we can move on to the second Gold Award winner for the Environmental Social Innovation category. And this is Erste Bank at Novi Sad for the Western Balkans JEF 1 and 2 Erste Bank Serbia project. Erste Bank Serbia is one of the most innovative partners under the Western Balkans Green Economy Financing Facilities. A mouthful as an acronym, but as demonstrated by the first ever financing of a housing association in the region. The financing was used to improve energy performance of a multi-family residential building, increasing thermal comfort, having carbon emission reductions, and annual heating costs. Despite the small amount, this first ever financing deal is key to unlocking a long-standing bottleneck to accelerate green transition in the residential sector. And once again, Erste cannot be with us today in person, but we have a short video from the company to share with you all. So please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Serbia. Even being nominated for this Sustainability Award is an incredible honor, but to win against such a strong competition is simply amazing. I regret that I'm not able to accept this gold award in person for creating an innovative path to a greener future. With a pilot project of introducing green loans for residential communities in Serbia, implemented under the GET program, Erste Bank is leading the way in green financing in Serbia. These loans support sustainable practices, save on energy costs, reduce greenhouse emissions, and contribute to a healthier environment. I will use this opportunity to thank EBRD for your consistent effort and dedication to our partnership. Together, we built a better future. It is a privilege to accept this distinguished award on behalf of all employees of Erste Bank in Serbia. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Accepting this award, we have our colleague, accepting this award, we have our colleague Alexandra Vukosaljevic, Director of FI Western Balkans and Eastern Europe, to stage. Alexandra, congratulations on for you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to receive this award. It's a bit, I think, a pity that Erste Bank Serbia is not here, but let me be short. I would like to thank the teams on both sides, as Erste Bank Serbia, but also on EBRD side. It has been a long journey. We have cracked the nut, and now I think a longer journey is also ahead of us on replicating this and financing many more housing associations in the Western Balkans and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexandra. Now, back to you, Jonathan. Thank you.
Thank you very much for more inspiring stories. And we're moving swiftly on to the Gender and Inclusion Award. And I'd like to invite Barbara Rambousek up on stage, the Director of the Gender and Inclusion Department at the EBRD. Barbara.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. It's an absolute honor to be here today and to present the award for gender and economic inclusion. And the winner is TransCapital LLC under the Central Asia Women in Business program. TransCapital is the third largest non-bank financial institution in Mongolia. And I really have to commend them for their exceptional commitment to regarding women, not just as good clients, but as a sector, as a segment worth investing in. TransCapital really has shown how to do that by actually deploying its own fund, EBRD's fund, together and really doubling the investment and the portfolio they have in the women in business segment. They've also massively invested in staff training, but also in non-financial services such as networking opportunities and the business marketplace. They really show that investments, and investment particularly in women, can transform lives. And that investment in women is not just the right thing to do, but also the smart thing to do. So with that, huge congratulations to CEO of TransCapital, who we have on the line today, Atansul Sorgit. Over to you. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to EBRD for awarding us with this gold award. It's an honor to be among financial institutions that support the same cause and do so much. It's an embodiment of resilience and determination of all of us combined. We are pleasantly surprised to win this award. Our goal was to assist women entrepreneurs hands-on to close that gap, especially after slow recovery of COVID-19. It has trickle-down effect to thousands of women businesses and other similar projects in Mongolia. We are committed to further this cause, increasing access to finance and know-how through our permanently established Entrepreneurship Development Center. Thank you, EBRD, and all the professionals and experts who supported us. We sincerely appreciate financing through Wi-Fi and DC through relentless IPC team. Thank you, guys, and congratulations to all the winners and leaders in sustainable finance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sue. And this is your award. You will get it. We will make sure that it comes all the way to Mongolia. And we now have also a short video to look at.
Founded in 2001, TransCapital is one of the leading non-bank financial institutions in Mongolia, specializing in micro, small, and medium enterprises lending with the highest market share among our peers. With 18 branches in Ulaanbaatar and 20 in rural areas, we are committed to offering comprehensive financial services. TransCapital actively supports 4 sustainable development goals through our innovative financial and non-financial services. As part of the Central Asia Women in Business program, we have developed a gender-inclusive business model combining staff training with tailored financial products and non-financial services. Our Women in Business initiative goes beyond loans and training to provide non-financial services for businesses. By December 2023, we hosted 85 events, reaching 1,700 women-owned businesses. We've been offering larger loan opportunities, along with interest rate incentives, designed specifically for women entrepreneurs. We're proud to pioneer client exhibitions and marketplaces in women in business seminars, fostering empowerment among rural, women-owned businesses. TransCapital is fully committed to providing inclusive customer service and supporting businesses in Mongolia. We're dedicated to empowering them to succeed.
Congratulations to TransCapital. Thank you very much, Barbara, as well, for presenting the award. And we move on to our last category. We have one more award to come. And to present that, I welcome Maya Hennerkes, who is the Director at the EBRD for Green Financial Systems. Maya.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. So we've already seen a few financial institutions, which I'm delighted to see, and I'm going to add one more to the mix. So this is the gold winner for the actual category of financial intermediaries, and the award goes to CJSC Microcredit Deposit Organization, much better known as HUMO, for the GCF-GAF Regional Tajikistan to HUMO Loan number 3. Founded in 2004, HUMO is the second largest microfinance institution in Tajikistan. Since they took their deposit-taking license in 2014, HUMO has been an innovative digital champion, a pioneer in promoting financial inclusion, as well as fostering green transition. HUMO has been an exemplary model partner financial institution for us, promoting environmental and social responsibility through higher standards, transition planning, but also latest environmental and social standards, through innovation, for example, through the HUMO Labs. Demonstration effect, your platform is now being used by other FIs and you're planning to expand into neighboring countries, and capacity building through the HUMO Academy. I'm delighted to welcome to the stage Firdevs Mayunusov, the CEO of HUMO. I'm going to show the video.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Maya. It is a pleasure, and on behalf of HUMO, I'm delighted to receive this gold award. And I would like to thank EBRD for partnership with HUMO. During more than 16 years, we have implemented several projects related with climate resilience and green financing, and also currently we're supporting women and young entrepreneurs For this, we developing specific products and platforms by ourselves, so about 100 engineers, as you could see in our video, preparing digitalization of our procedures. And the most important is that we provide such digital services in rural areas. So 73% of our customers are located in rural areas. 44% of them are women. Recently, we have very interesting discussion on International Women's Days related how we support women customers. And about 42% of our customers are young people under 35 years. And we provide not only financial support, but also we provide courses free of charge and related with engineering, development, analytical things, etc. So I would like to thank EBRD staff, especially Baudur and Damin, for our support. And we are delighted to continue our projects with EBRD and to support all selected target customers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again to Humo, and I pass back over to you, Jonathan. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed to Humo as well. Another inspiring story. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of this sustainability event. A reminder, of course, you can read the sustainability report online. It's there. Do take time to do that. Thank you to everybody today, all of our award winners. Really great to hear their stories and amazing projects that are being undertaken. We are also now going to celebrate them in a different way. Outside, we have a reception. You sort of go outside, you go over to the right, you'll find a bar over there called the Fragrance Bar, great name, and there we'll be able to raise a toast to all of our gold winners. And we look forward to doing that, and we'll probably take some more photos of our winners as well. Thank you to all of you for attending today. It was a lot of fun and very interesting stories, and see you all soon. Thanks again. Bye.